Hi guys, welcome back to Truly Sadia. I am here today in New York in Central Park. It is absolutely stunning here. And I just thought that today's vlog should be about something about inspiration, about positivity, about what inspires us or what puts us in a good headspace. And to be honest, coming here to the park, I came here, I had some work commitment, that's why I came, but I decided to take a stroll in the park. And it has been absolutely amazing. The fresh air, the beauty, the landscape. It has really, it's affected my spirits in a really good way. And I think nature is such an important part of our lives. Nature equals nurture, you guys. So I have my friend here with me, Kevin, and we thought today's vlog structure should be around Kevin asking me questions and me answering these questions, and Kevin is basically going to be asking me questions on your behalf and I'll be answering them. So we're just going to see how that works. So Kevin,
Hi.
what do you want to ask me?
How are you, Sadia?
I'm good. Today's a good day. I'm feeling good about being here in the park, and the sun, the weather, it is just absolutely amazing.
You say amazing. You spoke of the nature. Tell us something more. Why do you think that nature makes you feel the way you feel right now? What is it about nature? What is it about the greenery you see around you?
It's fresh air, Kevin. It's fresh air, and the flowers are blossoming, the greenery around us. I think it has a really calming effect on our soul. Just breathing in the fresh oxygen, just looking at the beauty, no concrete buildings, which New York is famous for, no crazy traffic. There's tranquility in the park, and I think that tranquility, you breathe it into your soul.
Would you advise people to come to the park and change their mindset right now? Everybody's worried about the pandemic that's running around.
I think that it's important. Even the government has said that it's important for you to take your daily exercise. I think it's important when you come to the park. I was wearing a mask. We are in a secluded spot in the park right now where I've taken my mask off. But as long as you're practicing social distancing, as long as you're wearing a mask and you're wearing your gloves, and you're being careful, I think it's okay, because your mental health is almost as important as your physical health.
What is it that you've been doing, Sadia, in these past 1.5 months that we are in a lockdown?
So I have been driving my household a little crazy. I to be honest, when the lockdown first happened, to be honest, I just thought, okay, fine, it's an excuse to take a breather without feeling guilty about it. Otherwise every time we take a breather, we feel guilty, or we should be working, or we should be doing this. And the fact that we are not doing any of that and we're taking a breather was actually quite refreshing. But then obviously then you started hearing about all the people and how it's affecting people, and there was a little bit of depression that everyone gets affected by it, right? And then I think that me personally, I work, the best in me comes out under stressful situations. So I think when the stress levels grew to a certain level, I just thought to myself, you know what, I have to kind of live in a bubble for the time being and make this bubble as happy, as peaceful, as fun as I possibly can, for my children, for my sanity, for my husband. We did TikTok videos. We would watch movies at home. We would just find ways to kind of cheer ourselves up, really, because what else can you do? And now that the situation has slightly improved, we're going out for cycling, or we'll go for a walk, and that's it, really. You have to work on feeling good. It doesn't come naturally. You have to think of ways to change your disposition, your mental disposition, so that you can be in a good place. It requires work.
How does one go about that? Because what you just mentioned. How does one go about changing the mindset? How does one go about it? Because everybody leads a normal, straightforward life. How does one?
I think the best way to change mindset possibly is talk to yourself. Have a conversation with yourself. What do you want to do? What do you like? Who do you like? What do you like to read? Sometimes when you're feeling a little lost, it's okay to find a sort of a mentor online. You know, there are so many people right now who are talking about mental health, or they're career coaches, or they're life coaches out there. You can just go on their Instagram page. It could be something as simple as a little quote. You could read a quote and be inspired by it. So it could be the smallest things that make you feel inspired. It could be a book you're reading, it could be a movie you watched, and it could be really, we have to connect with our friends and family. We have technology now, right? So we can be as isolated as we want to be, and we can be as connected as we want to be. So the prerogative is on us, what we want to do. And if we connect to people, or if we connect to our friends, and we feel like we are still connected, you don't feel so lonely anymore.
What do you think is going to happen to us once all this is over and done with? How are we going to change? How are we going to be different people?
Kevin, I don't think anyone has the answer for that. I think this is a time that has made us realize that, we live in a fragile world, and we needed to take better care of this world. I think it's a reality check for many of us, especially for the people who are governing all our countries, the world. I think that this is a time when we have realized how we took so much for granted in life, and we now appreciate the simple pleasures of life, whether they are things about our daily life, or whether that is relationships with people who we possibly were not in touch with, and now we realize how important those connections were. I think this time has taught us a lot, right? It has taught us what not to do, and it has also taught us what we should be doing. So it's a time of learning, it's a time of gratitude, it's a time of appreciation. And yes, there's a fear factor also, because you just don't know if you're going to be one of those who may lose their lives, or who may lose a loved one. So there's a certain fear factor involved, and that fear factor, I feel, makes you realize that how unpredictable this world is. So we should really be living for today. I think we are so caught up in living for tomorrow that we forget there's a today that we stopped living for. So we have to appreciate what we have today, i.e. today.
Excellent. Thank you for your time.
Thank you, Kevin, for all the questions. Guys, I hope you enjoyed this vlog. It was short and sweet, and just some ideas of mine for what can inspire us during this time. I hope to see you next week, on my next vlog.